Actor Terry Crews slams Russell Simmons on Twitter after Russell Simmons sends him an email asking him to sort of take it easy on the agent Adam Bennett, who Terry Crews has accused of groping him at a party. So in the email that he posted to his Twitter, it's from Russell Simmons with just the subject line, agent, reading, did he ever apologize? Give the agent a pass, ask that he be reinstated with great love. All things are possible. Terry Crews then tweeted, message Russell Simmons sent me regarding my sexual assault case against Adam Bennett of WME. Dear at Uncle Rush, no one gets a pass, in all caps. And what I think is interesting, I found this quote with regards to the emotional intelligence that Terry Crews displayed, saying, quote, the email Simmons purportedly sent Crews is more evidence of the dark side. By asking Crews to, quote, give the agent a pass, it sends the message that a weak apology is sufficient to alleviate any severe emotional pain and suffering experienced by the victim. It also implies that excusing this type of behavior is somehow taking the high road, but that couldn't be further from the truth. That message has since become complicated by new and disturbing allegations against Simmons himself, which you can check out our discussion of that in another TYT video. Now, just to give you guys up-to-date context on what's going on, Variety reported on November 3rd that Mr. Bennett was on leave as the agency looked into the actor's accusations, but Mr. Crews had not publicly identified Mr. Bennett until Wednesday. Mr. Crews, who had been represented by WME but not by Mr. Bennett, personally left the agency last week. Mr. Bennett represented some of Hollywood's most well-known actors, including Emma Stone, Adam Sandler, Sylvester Stallone, Michael B. Jordan, Dustin Hoffman, and Eddie Murphy. So what was your reaction when you saw Terry Crews taking this private email correspondence to Twitter? I personally thought this was incredibly bold and awesome for calling him out. No one gets a pass.
Yeah, I'm not sure I thought it was awesome. And I'll tell you a couple of distinctions here. So first off, of course it shouldn't matter between male and female victims. But I think what it is that there's little different standards between not male or female, but thick skin versus thin skin. And I'm not saying that to disparage people who have thin skin. I'm just saying that people have different reactions. You know, as I was reading this story, because the guy grabbed him from the front, okay? We've covered stories in the past here where a couple of guys here have been grabbed from the back. And I remember, I told a story in one of our post games for the members about the Cuban guy who grabbed me in the middle of a melee in Elian Gonzalez, and I was amused by it, I didn't care. A couple other guys here have been grabbed. And then I realized as I was reading Terry Crews thing, I remember someone once grabbed me from the front, but I cared so little about it that I don't even remember who it was. And I just thought it was kind of weird, but like he had done it jokingly or something. And I was like, well, that's super weird. And I moved on with my life. So I tell you that because I've got thick skin. And so if someone says, hey, Cenk, maybe let it go, I would take that as a private correspondence and his opinion that I should. And I wouldn't be intimidated by it. If I didn't want to let it go, I'd tell him to piss off, right? Because I have the benefit of having the privilege of being secure and confident and in a decent place in my life and my career where I could make those decisions, and I'm not intimidated by anybody. But I actually think that it, like saying that it's so, like moving on, I'm saying they should be left up to the victim. And Terry Crews doesn't want to move on, so there's nothing wrong with that at all. But if someone did want to move on, I also think there's nothing wrong with that.
Right, but it's not Russell Simmons' place to then come say, hey, give this guy a pass. Did he apologize? Ask that he be reinstated. You know, Terry Crews said that he felt the most emasculated in his life by the groping incident that Adam Bennett, by what happened and transpired by him and Adam Bennett. And Adam Bennett's subsequent response was just laughing in his face. I think that it was wildly inappropriate for Russell Simmons to insert himself into this, because how you feel when you have been groped is totally different, and you can't sort of project that onto how other people should feel.
That's actually my point. I just want to be clear about that. That's actually my point, which is that you have to remember that not everybody thinks like you do. Because just because I'm thick-skinned doesn't mean everybody else is thick-skinned.
And it's still a fireable offense. It's wildly awful, inappropriate behavior by Adam Bennett to someone that is at his agency at a party with his wife there. So he shouldn't be given a pass. That's bad. Don't do that. You struck out, Adam Bennett.
I was ragging my mind around this like sexual harassment thing, and the sexual harassment. I talked to someone in law enforcement, and they said that there's a lot that goes into it, of course, but One is their working relationship, and then where it happened, and then a bunch of other things. But the working relationship has the most effect on it. So in this situation, what was the working relationship between Terry Crews and Adam Bennett? Was it his agent?
It's not his agent.
But so then it's just some guy at that point. And we're all loosely related in the production process, but it wasn't at a meeting. It wasn't in anything like that. I think the thought that I can't tell Terry Crews what to do or think. If it was me, I've been in situations where like I knew that someone was acting inappropriately and I was like, I can handle this. That's not a big problem for me. My priority would be like, I want to help the discussion. The discussion would probably be, in my opinion, would be best served by kind of a 10,000-foot view, since Terry Crews is so accomplished. Unless this was a serial offender who has offended a lot of people, it would be nice to have the discussion. Definitely, if a name is dropped, it's the name of Adam Bennett, the person who did it. To bring Russell Simmons into it seems like a little outside. Another qualifying factor would be like, what's the relationship between Terry Crews and Russell Simmons? Yes. If they're really close friends and you've had a good relationship, and my friend sends me this email, especially with no punctuation, I would think it sounds like a friend's email sort of, because there's no punctuation, but then with like this weird, like I'm gonna gag with great love, all things are possible sign off.
I think he writes that all the time.
Right.
So that's his sign off.
I will also say, but it's so connected. I don't know. That's one of those things where like, if I like Russell Simmons, you're right, with great love, all things are possible. But if someone's been pulling on, if you wanna, destroy his sweater and you just pull the string as he walks away, like then he is now an evil person and I hate him because he says things like, with great love, all things are possible. I found peace because I have 2 daughters now.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's tough.
Okay, so again, let's be clear here, and context matters.
Yes.
No one thinks that what Adam Bennett did to Terry Crews is okay. Nobody thinks that, right? So now, earlier I said I have thick skin. If somebody had done it to me, I don't encourage it and don't do that. And I might have a different opinion, later if it happened to me. But I'm saying that that's up to Terry Crews to decide, and he was not okay with it. So Adam Bennett should never have done that. That's obvious, that's clear, that part is easy. I think the harder part is the Russell Simmons part, where it's a private correspondence and Terry Crews is putting it out there. That's where context matters a lot. Because if Terry doesn't know Russell at all, and Russell's all of a sudden like, and Russell knows Adam Bennett, and they have business together, and he writes him like, hey, be cool, well, that's a different thing, right? Mm-hmm. On the other hand, if Russell Simmons and Terry Crews know each other well, and then if I know 2 guys and I step into the middle, not having anything to do with work, right? And I'd be like, hey guys, you sure you can't work this out? All of a sudden I'm a bad guy and somebody's gonna send that email out. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right, but what I would say back is, then it sounds like he's just showing up and be like, hello, Russell Simmons is in the room and I produce a lot of stuff. And I'm saying, I ask a question, but regardless of the answer, I say, did he ever apologize? Then right into, give the agent a pass, ask that he be reinstated. Like, if I care a lot, I don't know, I'm not Russell Simmons, obviously, I'm not Russell Simmons, but like write more words, write a thoughtful email as opposed to like 3 things, one of which is a question you don't wait for the answer for. The next 2 are directives on how to get this guy a pass.
Well, furthermore, I think that why this sort of resonated with me is that Russell Simmons is incredibly powerful in so many industries, and I look at this as Terry Crews sort of speaking truth to power and calling this out, especially when we think about Russell Simmons' relationship to Brett Ratner, who had and his history of sexual abuse. I wonder how Russell Simmons has thought of those. Like, oh, give him a pass. Did he apologize? I understand why Terry Crews chose Russell Simmons to call out. Like, we cannot give sexual predators a pass. I understand that connection, and I think that Twitter is the forum that everyone, our world leaders, are using to announce policy. And if this is going to be the new policy in Hollywood, I understand why Terry Crews chose that platform.
TYT membership gets you commercial-free Young Turks. Download it, stream it, podcast it. Get all the network shows and support independent media. TYTnetwork.com/join.